overcome fears. Actually, fear is an emotion, right? So, how do we communicate to the universe? Either with words or with the sentences, I mean, words, or with the um, voice. So, like if you see, animals have a different voice. So we have either with the words or with the voice or with the emotions, which is most important. And another one is visualization. So, what is this visualization? So, if you see a dog, if we give a dog a food, then it will start it will start the saliva because it visualize the taste of it. So the same thing. So these are the ways to communicate with the universe. So, and fear is a one of the emotion. So why do we get the fear? So, for example, if the fear comes due to the past experience. So it is first time we go without any fear, but the slowly the fear comes with the past experience, and the past experience is either from last minute or from the last month or from the past lives also, lifetimes also. For example, animal is getting fearful because it might be whenever it sees any animal bigger than itself. So the same that fear, we carry it in reptilian brain in even in this lifetime too. So these are the fears are the learned emotions. So for in today's session we will work on our fears, and tomorrow we will work on our building the confidence. So here we are learning how these past experiences and the negative beliefs, old conditions, uh, brings this fear on. So we will learn from a scientific way, psychological way, as well as the spiritual side. So according to this fear, that does happen due to when we lose a faith, something happens. For example, so, okay, if you see a lot of YouTube videos, you see they are talking about the positivity. Of course, I do not disagree talking about positivity because positivity is the best foundation stone. But for example, if we touch fire, that is our past experience, we touch the fire and we feel that burn and that pain, right? So the next time we think just positively, okay, I'm going to touch the fire and it will not burn my hand. Is that is sufficient? No, it is not sufficient at all, because that will create more fear for us. Because the reason is that uh, our mind, we are not trained to how to handle the fire. So the moment we touch the fire, even with your positive intentions, it will still, you will still, it will hurt your hands, right? So that is the, so here also, how do we overcome the fear? So the fear is very genuine emotion. Just we say that, okay, you change the emotion, will that be sufficient? No, it will not be sufficient. The main reason here we do not be sufficient is that the fear comes because of the old emotion that is being carried in our past experience. So here, the just by using the positive affirmations, positive visualizations, will that be enough? I don't think so. That is not sufficient to overcome the fear, because sometimes people get demotivated, or sometimes the people get fear of their failures, or some people even get the fear of that insults. So just thinking that the other person is positive and we go to them, then the fear will again come back, because the fear wants you to learn something that we have already forgotten. So that is the main here. So in the previous example, when we touch the fire, just by saying positive not enough, then what else can do it? So if you see in our home, right? mm, they are all good, perfectly all right, but where is that is coming from? So the main reason for this is that it is just a thought. Just we have to change our thought. So first thing here, let's say, let's talk about the fire itself, right? We go to the, if we see in our kitchen, we have a controlled fire, right? So that means that first thing is that we have to control the fear, whatever is the fear. Positive, keep the positive affirmations as keep it as is. The next step is, now you have to control it. So I have a fear to talk to a person, so then I have a fear to talk to a person, then so that fear, maybe let's take that fear as a very big. So you just make a attempt saying that, okay, I trust right now myself to talk to that person, not for 1 hour, just control it in just 1 minute. Maybe you might not talk to that person directly, you can talk to the person in your mind, in your paper, those things what you exactly want to express to them, that you can do it through the through using your notebook or in your paper. First you do it with one hand, in your right hand with your right side, and the next you do it with the left side. The same thing, same emotion, you want to talk to that person, just you want to say that, hi, how are you, just that simple sentence. First write it in your right hand side with one color pencil, and left hand side with another color pencil. So now you have attempted, not in the real life but in the controlled way. So that's the controlled way you have to do it. And that before even doing to that extent, so first think, what are the negative assumptions that we have it? So the negative assumptions is that, first, for again, if you take about the fire, right? The negative assumption is that fire will burn you. Of course it will burn. So when does it burn? When you touch the fire. So those kind of negative emotions, take a paper, write all the negative emotions, whatever is then there, especially when you have, this comes mainly because with the other person. So write down all those sentences as much as you can. Write down all the negative emotions, go out and set it for fire. That, then the negative emotions first will go out of your body. So first we are saying that, first that basic fear of handling that person, I mean that assumptions, right? The other persons might hurt. In the example, in the animal, when animal, a small animal sees a bigger animal, it thinks that that animal will eat that small animal. So that instinct is coming in our brain from past lives. So first we have to encounter that, then we have to do that. For that reason, first write down the negative emotions, don't write any positive. If there are some positives in the writings, that should be okay, but keep writing all the negative emotions in a paper. Go set it out in your backyard or anywhere, and set it out and fire it, and completely remove that fear from your basic thing. And how many times you have to write? As long as that emotion is still coming to you in a very effective way. Sometime after a while, what happens is that you will not forget that emotion, but you will become neutral. Till that time, keep writing and set it out for fire. This is very, very, very important technique. You can use, if not fire, you can use other four elements. One is, you can also put it in water. I know one of my good friend, what he does is, whenever he goes to India for pilgrimage, what he writes is, he writes down all the people that he know from his past life. I mean, past life in the sense, this life, every person. So he goes, he writes every person's name. For example, my name Swarajalakshmi. So I bless Swarajalakshmi and I release her right now. I bless Faith, I release her right now. I bless Lakshmi, I release her right now. So that he keeps writing the list of all the people. Then he goes to the water, the holy water, Ganges or anywhere, and he tear it off and he put it in the water. So that is the second element. You can use that one too. That's very effective too. Third one is that you can also dig in the soil, and you can also keep it. But if you are digging down and put it in the soil, then I do not recommend doing it in your backyard or anywhere, but rather you can, because in the soil it takes some time to completely go into the soil. So that's why you go somewhere where not go somewhere like maybe in some parks where not that many people are there, like where in the trails somewhere, and in the then you can keep it there, or you can just tear it off and put it there where there is a valleys, that kind of a thing is the another thing you can do it. And I really do not know how to use air will be there in everything. So it is air and ether will be there in whatever the three methods you follow. But this is the best three methods that you can follow. Among that, very quick and instantaneous is fire, but you can also do both the things when you go to any valleys or for trials, or you are doing it. Then the other one is water when we go to any holy Ganges. So any questions on that? Because that is the main thing. First you need to do it. This is coming from spiritual side of it. So I will also tell you from scientific side. Any question on that? Okay, so let me share with you all the. So these are the basic questions. Every mind has it. Mostly, especially unhealthy mind. That is, when I own something, then only I can be happy. For example, when I own a home, then only I can be happy. When someone makes me happy, then only I can be happy. These are the negative thoughts that we carry, and they always create a fear in a person. So, and these are the very generic ones, like, so these are the ones, they keep coming. So these create fear because you are comparing to someone else and you are dependent on something else. So as long as we are dependent on something else or somewhere else, then this will happen. So here the technique that I have given, the three elements, actually there are five elements we are using it, but among these three elements that you use it tangibly, that will create empty the negative thoughts. So for example, a person wants to create a YouTube video, so do not know how to do it. So that is in a fear. So first thing is that that's a fear that is coming. For example, right now, does anybody will come in this meeting, or does anyone will be there? I started recording, even no one showed up. The main reason is that this is not, I'm not doing it, I'm doing it for myself. The power is within me, it's not there outside. So how many people are get attracted to it, it depends upon, again, so many other and other things that are not in my control. So that is where um, our that is where our universe comes into picture. So what we can do is, we have to take our mind into our control. Until we take the mind into our control, we cannot achieve something else. So here what we are saying is that these thoughts that we are saying, like I'm a shy person or I'm a fearful person, that is a negative thought that is affirming by one person. So this is a negative things that are coming from oneself, right? So here again, just by changing it into positive, like you can say like, okay, I'm, instead of saying that I'm a strong, I'm a not fearful person, I'm a courageous person, just by saying that, does it make any difference? It does change the mind patterns, it does make the thoughtful patterns, but how we are making the difference, we have to see there. So the main reason why we are, this is being created is that, so here is the, this is the the red portion is called the reptilian brain, where it comes from, it comes from our animals. So right from our animal stage, that fear still comes in. So that's why when someone is more successful, someone is more welcoming, or some, I mean, there's someone is more successful or more wealthy, we don't want to talk. Generally people don't want to go and interact with them, because we think that intimidation is still there. So it's still coming from a reptilian brain. So here, of course there are other things here. The brain, what does here, it does is, it will also, like, it will identify all the fears, in the sense, if there is a fire, it will say that don't go to the fire. There are many people who in the kitchen, they will not use the knife, very sharp knife. The main reason is that they feel that that knife might hurt them. So that kind of a reptilian still there. Even today morning, I want to wake up at 6 o'clock. So my brain don't want to wake up, because it says that you are already tired. You need some more time, you know. So that kind of fear also comes from here. So if you don't sleep enough, your body will get tired. So these kind of, even you think that a big fears, but even these small fears also attacked from the survival state. This is reptilian brain, which is in the red shape, that is in the start point. So the, as soon as this gets alarmed, right? So the moment, I'm not sure whether you have seen my recent video where it is called pain to power. So here it sends an information to amygdala, saying that, hey, come on, release all the hormones, so that your brain, you feel safe. And this is not one time thing, it keeps on reminding. The survival states will keep on reminding day after day, saying that, hey, last time you saw the fire, you were in the trouble, and again it will come back. So be careful, be careful. So how do you do this? So this one is the main thing. Because of this reason, your logical brain, that is there in executive state, that will not work, because whenever this red brain will start, reptilian brain starts, your green brain, that is your logical brain, will stop working. So from now we are, then how we can handle this? Whenever there is a fear of creating a video, fear of talking to others, fear of people making fun of you, fear of your dress, fear of your body color, fear of your body shape, anything, then how can we handle this? Then the only way to calm down this reptilian brain is coming from the top, that is a logical brain, that is coming from your logical side, or the creative side of it. So how do you do this? So for example, how do we do is, let me explain to you. How do we do is, Okay. So how do we do this is first have a self talk. So first step, what we thought, first thing is we have to use all the five elements to remove the negative thoughts. First, we have removed that negative thoughts, right? We have removed it, saying that and here in when you are removing your negative thought, be honest to yourself, honest to the yourself in the sense, for example, if the negative fear is coming from your let's say from your workplace, from your boss or from your colleague, you are so angry with that person, use that anger in your paper when you are using it. So you can use your, for me, when I do that, I use even with a complete emotions, like I'm completely how much I am angry with that person for stopping me. I will write it down, every small, every in detail. That way it will go completely out of the system. So in the, I'm going back to the step one again. So write it, like if there you have to use a bad language there, do not be afraid on that, write it, because you are, it should go out of your system. So make sure you write all those negative emotions, do, and make it detailed. Some, the other day I have given this technique to a person, then he wrote it in one sentence, whatever I told him, he wrote it in one or two sentences and he burned it. Then he was saying that there is no change. Then I said that how many what was your state and how much you wrote? He said that one or two sentence. Then I said that that will not work. You have to write as much detail as you can, because it is there inside you, all the inside thing that should come out there. So this is again in the step one itself. So I will come back to the step two, the about the reptilian brain and logical brain, but this is again step one. I'm just emphasizing that because that's very, 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 very important. Whatever is there inside that is stuffed, sometimes you can write even 10 pages, but make sure, or more than that, doesn't matter here, the more you are, the more you feel better. So everything, like every single detail that is there, that is that negative emotion that is stored in that person, don't forgive that person in when you're writing a paper, in the paper, saying that, oh yeah, I shouldn't be writing any negative about thing, I have to be very positive, I need to be a very like a nice person here. That is not the thing. First thing is emptying it. So emptying this vessel, then comes the next step, then you are going to the next step. So make sure your first step is completely steady and straight. Is that clear here? Any question on that? Okay, so make sure that is detailed. Okay, so then the second step, coming to the next step is how do you do your logical brain? So you have emptied it from your, so now you are emptying it from your system. Okay, then next thing is that you can say to your, for example, in the fire, right? You can say, hey, that fire or that person is in the past has created something for me, and that doesn't mean that it has to create again, because I cannot recreate my yesterday, right? Can you recreate exactly what you ate yesterday for your lunch, exactly the same way, the same size of the bite, the same in the same intervals you are taking the water, the same food that, yes, with the same exact taste, you can recreate it? No, we cannot recreate a, right? So when we cannot recreate the second the past, then why you are recreating your uh, negative emotion over and over and over again? There is no reason, right? Here there is no reason to recreate it. So that is the main thing here you have to observe here. So first thing is that make sure you do not recreate your past. So when you don't want to recreate the past, so you have to tell to your current, future, right now, present, saying that yesterday that person, for whatever the reason, he might have insulted me, or he might have got mad at me, or he has uh, showed that negative emotion towards me. But at the today, I am stopping myself to receive that. So I'm not going to receive it today. So yesterday he has given me that, yesterday is done, so that is went out of my system. Today I'm stopping that, I don't want to receive it. For that, I am, for this reason, I am getting, I'm setting that boundaries to myself. So can you do it with words, saying that hey, to go, you go to that person and you set that boundary to them? No, you cannot do that, because that person will not listen to you. That person's, so we have no control on that person, but you have a control on yourself. So you, so here what happened is, yesterday he gave and you have taken it. Today what you are saying, that if even he gives it today, I will not take it. So you, that is the boundary that you are creating today. So that is what you are, have to do with your logical mind here. So how do you create that? So you can create is like, okay, there is a thought, yesterday what happened, so what you can say, you can reverse it to yesterday. So today you can say that I trust my life, right? I release the fear that is coming from yesterday, and today I'm welcoming the peace. Today, whatever the whatever, I completely forgive him today, yesterday, for whatever he has done, and today I'm going to create my mind in such a way that I will not attract this one. So these ones needs to be clearly written there. So for example, that insult, I'll give you an example. One of my friend came yesterday. She said that she completed, not last week actually, she came last week, and she said that she went to her mother's place, right? So after she cooked food for her family and extended family, she has taken care of her in-laws, as well as she has taken care of her husband, everything, and she went to her mother's place so that she can have for good time. So she went at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So she went, and the moment she went to her mother's place, after 1 hour, her husband started texting her, when are you going to come home, when are you going to come home? So and he was giving the uh, always constantly giving that message, saying that I'm worried about you, where are you, when are you coming back, when I have to do you have so many other things to take care at home, how long do you going to spend? So she started feeling that agitation in her mind, and she started feeling fearful, like if she stays for another 1 more hour at her mother place, then she started feeling that emotion, that fear in her, in herself. So then she came back within 2 hours, and she got so frustrated, and after she came back to home, her husband went to his room and he started working himself, and she was all alone. She was so dejected because she did not get to eat a dinner at her mother's place, and her husband was constantly nagging on her. So this kind of a things, and then I have told her, now you need to set up the boundaries. The first one is, you have removed the negative one. Second one, how do you set up? Now you write a email, I mean, write a letter to yourself, saying that you, now you say that I went to my mother's place. I went to my mother's place, I enjoyed my time there, I talked with my mother like this. So everything you have to recreate that positive things. So the same thing, if it is happening at the work, then you can say that I went to my work, I was happy, I was helping my colleague, or I am helping my boss or something, I completed my work, I did all everything, and we had a good time in talking to each other. So these things you have to recreate as if it is happened to you, removing all the negative things. Here you have to recreate the new one. And also you have to tell to your reptilian brain, saying that yesterday that person, whoever has insulted you or whatever has happened, is your well wisher. He has his own shortcomings. That's why uh, he acted on. But now today, is a new day. Since I increased my vibrations, the other person will not do anything that harms me. So even he does something, I have an energy to reply him again with a very love and affection. So you have to keep on telling this. So even any incident, any unforeseen happens, generally it will not happen, but even it will happen, you have an capability to handle this here. So this is your second step. Am I clear here? Okay. So the first step is removing the negative things. Second step is you are setting your boundaries, writing a email or writing a letter to yourself, how you want to be. Okay. So then you need to have the purpose. You need to have a purpose why you want to have a good time with that person, right? Here, for her, it's her own her husband. So she has a purpose of her making her life, family life happy, and her day-to-day life also to be happy, right? So that purpose has to be written down as in a completely in a goal card, or in like in a as if like a goal card, or like a everyday activity, like that purpose needs to be in a affirmation type. So that affirmation should have an emotion. So just saying that I'm safe, I'm happy, I'm secure, that doesn't, it helps after you set up the emotions. If just you say it without emotionless, um, it will still work, because the universe also takes the words into consideration. It still takes, but without emotion it will be slower. Am I here clear here? So that purpose needs to be clearly mentioned. Like for her it is for you it can be a job, right? It can be, or you want to create a YouTube video, then you can say that I want to create a YouTube video, and this is like a clear um, saying that my purpose is to do this. So that should have with emotions. So, and also you can do the next one is with a small step, saying that, okay, for example, today I want to wake up at 6 o'clock. My body said, no, I can't wake up. So I said that, okay, I will wake up taking another 5 minutes, So just make the 5 minutes just or 10 minutes in a smaller step. Here again, the smallest step, like if you are, whatever we are talking about, removing the fears, right? Maybe one day it will not happen, but you take a smaller step every day, doing the same thing at exactly at the same time is more helpful, because the main reason to do it at the same day and the same time is more helpful, because if you see the sun, right, sun rises and sets at the same time almost every single day. The sun has, we come under this planet, and this planet does everything in a systematic way. Like if you take any element, all the five elements, earth, water, everything, they have systematic and only in a certain way. The same thing, the universe follows the same thing. So if you see the humans also, like we all have same things, right? And two eyes, one nose, everything is same. So that's why if you do everything in a certain time, doesn't matter which time you are using, but Master CVV said that do it at 6 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, 9 in the 6 in the evening. So 6 at 12 and 6. That's the Master CVV told. But what you have to do it, every scripture was giving different thing, but at least without any restrictions, at least you follow the same routine, same time, that will be um, help a lot, and that will be treated as an action item too. And the fourth and most important thing is keeping a habit tracker. Like, that is the most important. Habit tracker is like what? If you search in the Google, you will see the habit trackers, right? So you cannot remove all the fears at a time. You can remove one fear after another. And the good part is that first one, whatever it comes into your brain, do that first one. Like, don't think 10,000 times, like, there is another bigger fear that is more applicable to me than this one. Don't think that much. Just whatever that comes first time in your mind, take that fear and work on it. And when you're working on it, keep it in your habit tracker what you are going to do it. Maybe you can say that I'm going to write at least one page. Don't write two pages. If you are keeping one page, keep that one page. And some people keep it for 1 month, some people keep it for 1 week. I feel like I take it a 1 month, because 1 month is a sufficient time to achieve something. So generally in my tradition they say that 40 days will do wonders. So 40 days is something close to 1 month, so we can do it at least 1 month. And some, if a smaller things are there, smaller fears, sometimes even in 5 days, 10 days, it will go away. If it goes away, don't cling on it. You can write the second fear. you know you can write the second fear and you can work on it. So whether it is a small fear or big fear, whatever comes into your mind for the first time, take that one, work on it. Once you keep working on it, you will see more results as it will grow. So it is like an onion peel. First time you take out whatever maybe, then the second one will come automatically. So you can work on the second fear. So you can break the routine of yours only by doing this. So the one of the major reasons fears is not only for building the confidence, everything, it obstructs on everything. So that's why if you start doing one after another, then you will see how many fears go easily. So starting with that habit tracker, you go and find it out in the Google. There will be plenty of you can printables, so you can go and you can run it. So these are the ones that work on. You can work on it. Any questions, or you can type questions in the chat, then I can answer them. If not, can type any questions in the chat box. Especially these steps, I have given all the steps, important steps. Okay. Repeat all the points once again. Okay, sure. So first one is, uh, first and foremost is negative thoughts. So work on the negative thoughts with most honest as you can. First, negative thoughts in the sense, when you have to write it down in a paper. The best part of this one is you write it with the both hands and with the two different colored pens. Okay, so just don't write it in a simple sentence saying that I'm fearful with the fire. That doesn't help. So how you have to write it? First, I'm fearful with the fire because in the past there was a fire accident, something happened, that was the reason. And make it, if there are any negative here, negative points, right? Any negative feelings over there, like sincerely, if you feel like a cursing on that person or thinking bad about that person, anything, any incident you hear, anything is perfectly all right, because we are surrendering this to all the five elements. So we put it every negative emotions on there, and complete and as detailed as you can, as detailed as you can. And once you write it, do not read it, reread it or anything, just do it in that. And you don't need to match exactly in the both the sides. You can write whatever comes in your right hand side, then you finish it off in your left hand side, it can finish it off. If you remember, our right brain is for creativity and the left brain is for our stored memories. Sometimes this is for who has a right brain prominent, so who are the right, who writes everything in the right hands. That is how, this is how the mind structure is generally. So you, that's why when you are writing with the two different hands, you might get two different ideas, two different feelings too. Keep writing it, so from the both the hands, then go out, burn it, that is with the fire. Or you can go to some waterfalls or somewhere something. Or if you are doing some pilgrimages there also, you can write it and put it in the water, that is especially river or the oceans. You can do this one perfect, that's a perfect way. I do not recommend putting into flush. I do not, I recommend, some say that, but I do not recommend that. The third one is putting into the earth. So putting, digging it, and if not in the earth, what you can do is you can tear it in the pieces. And you can, when you are going in the hikes in the valley, you can, from the top you can put it in the valleys, like they'll fall off, like in a small pieces they'll fall off, right? Like a that is one way. There you are using two elements also, air and earth. So here we are using the five elements to do the removing the negative emotions. No matter what it is, you can remove all the negative here. This is most important before bringing into your positive side of it. And that is first. Second one is, then now you have to say to yourself, you have to set up your boundaries. How do you set up your boundaries? You first and foremost thing, believe that yesterday past will not repeat. Past happened, past. So the more you create the past in your mind, it will keep coming. So the more you think that, okay, that whatever the insult or the insecurities or doing anything that happened in the past, if you keep repeating that same today, then it will definitely, you are recreating it, you are reliving it. So that might happen. But now, so that's why you don't recreate it. How do we describe? So just give me a minute. Huh? So don't recreate it, but just be genuine in what you're saying. Some question came up. Just how do we discern the difference between the genuine soul desire and outsource? Honestly, I will give you this one. This is a very good question, Faith. I will give you that answer. Let me complete this one and I will give you that answer. That's a very good question, because I'll come back for that one. Second, okay, so that's second, that's a genuine, then write it down, that boundaries, setting up boundaries. Like, I went to, in my friend's example, you can say that I went to my mother's place, I had a happy time there. No one called me. I told in friend before only I come to my husband that I'm going to stay for 4 hours, and he did not disturb me, and he was very happy that I went there. All the positive states and all the positive affirmations in the form of your in the form of guidelines, you can write it there. Okay, this is the second one. And the third one, honestly, I really forgot, because I get it from my gurus here. So I, so the everything that I speak right now, it doesn't come from me. It comes from my God. I really forgot the third one though. Yeah, third one is moving into this purpose. So yeah, moving into the purpose. So in this, thank you. So in this purpose, right? What is your higher purpose? Why you want the higher purpose? So first purpose is to live a happy family, or to do the work, right, or to create a job content or YouTube content for your greater thing. This also needs to be in in uh, in a small this also need to be clearly written, so that as much as positive here, you can add your emotions here, emotions with positive affirmations. So the affirmations, just as you can say that I feel safe because I am, I worked on myself, I have my support system, all these ones should come here. Fourth and most important one is fourth one is taking one step at a time at same time. So just generally, because everyone has, if you set up at morning 6 o'clock, do everything at morning 6 o'clock. For any reason you cannot do it at 6 o'clock, doesn't matter. You want to do it at 9:30, do it. Do you want to do it at the before sleeping, do it, but do it sincerely at that time every day. And fifth one is take that habit tracker one, and list down all your points and do it every day. And once you are completed, do the check marks, so that you can say that, yeah, I completed all these ones. So these ones will help you to remove the, no matter whatever the fear is, a big or small, it will remove that one. So that's perfectly all right. Then apart from all these ones, you can do your Oponopono, EFTs, and all these ones to remove actual that. So these ones will help you to reprogram your subconscious mind, as long as you are sincere in your previous ones also. I mean, they, no matter what it is, the technique, they all will help. But at the same time, your work should be very, very sincere in you are doing this one. Am I clear here on repeating all the points there? Okay. So let's take very important important topic here. So, genuine soul desire and outsourcing our fulfillment of something outside of ourselves. So, for example, outsourcing outside is something, right? I want the other person to love me. That doesn't help. Definitely, it doesn't help, because we have no control on the other person. Even he's your husband, your child, your mother-in-law, father-in-law, doesn't matter. No matter who it is, we cannot control other person. There is 100% this one. The more we try to control on this, the more we see the mm, uh, resistance from the universe. So because the sincerity is going there. So what is your purpose is you need to know. What is your purpose is, generally there is only one purpose for everyone. It is growth. No matter what, like if you keep a tree anywhere, it will creep. If you chop off one branch, then it will grow the other branch. If you chop off the top, still the small things will come up some way or other. So for anyone in this world, whether it is a stone, anything, the only purpose we all have is growth. So the purpose of life is growth. What is a growth in the sense is it is different for every individual. So it doesn't matter who they are, what is their source. So for 10 years before me, my purpose is to take care of my children, to work for them. Today, my purpose is different. So every day, that purpose will change. It will change towards the growth. So there is no reason for us to go behind it and find out what is exactly my purpose there. But if you have a desire, for example, you want to have a desire eating ice cream, you're absolutely okay to eat your ice cream. So for this, you do not ask someone else to come and give you a company so that you both can eat ice cream and you can enjoy the ice cream. That is not the thing. All that is you have a desire to eat ice cream. You go and eat ice cream. If you want to invite your friend or someone, you can definitely invite in a very positive way. Do you want to join me for having ice cream? So if they join you, say thank you. Show that gratitude for joining them. But if they did not join for any good reason, do not be mad on them. Do not think that they are stopping you. You still have a choice to go and eat ice cream. And if you want to have a marriage, if you want to have a family life, if you want to have abundance, if you want to have a protection, all these are very genuine and very dharmic and righteous desires. You definitely need to pursue on this, and you definitely need to you will get this desires fulfilled also. Again, yet do not expect the other person. You, for example, you want to get married with a ex. Do not think that you want to get married with ex for any reason. Just you say to your to yourself, I, because you don't want to hold that ex person to get married. We never know who is the right person for you to get married, right? So the future is, there is an uncertainty. So we have to, at the same, we have to accept the uncertainty at the same time in a control. For example, the same thing, the fire, right? We have to accept the fire's intensity. If you touch the fire, it will burn you. But without touching the fire, can you handle it? Of course, you can put it in a wood stake, you can put it in a cooktop, your those you can handle it in the fireplace, you can handle it, right? So at the same time, you understand the nature of this universe, and at the same time, you accept it. You want to get married, perfectly fine. You want to marry it only with X, then it is a problem, because we don't know whether X wants to get married with you or not. At that time, all that you need is, you need to surrender yourself to the universe, saying that I'm open. I first first again I have we have to go back to your original ones, right? Remove that negative thinking. First burn it off, or use the five elements to remove it from your system. Why you want that? Why he's not accepting it? You're so frustrated with that person because he is not accepting it. All those things. First remove all those negative things and burn it off. Then come to a term, come to an acceptance with to yourself that I like because to married with the ex because he's so caring. Now I accept anyone who is as much caring as himself or more than that. That, you can ask that, right? The universe is your mother. Why your mother will not give it to you? That you want it. Definitely it will give you. So all that you are asking only X because you see certain qualities of him that you like it. So take that qualities, just ask for that qualities. Don't insist that you want that. For this, the why you want to marry with X, because he is very rich, that is perfectly all right. If you want to invite the rich and abundance in your life, 100% you deserve to have a rich and abundance in your life. If you go to any spiritual places, right, any spiritual, any religious places, any renowned scientist, any renowned businessman, can you go directly to him? No, you cannot, because the richness, that abundance that he has it, that it is so easy to, it is not that easy to reach it to a normal person. But once you are in that abundant state, you can get to that person, right, very easily, right? That network will become more easy. So you can raise your abundance. That is perfectly all right to ask for more abundance in this life, so perfectly all right, because you deserve it. So that's why I'm saying that if you go back to your god or goddesses, Mahalakshmi is a goddess. She's a form of richness. When she is in abundance, what is the reason for you not asking for that? You're asking your own mother for your abundance, but you have to increase. All that they are saying is that increase your deserving thing. So feel that self worthiness. You deserve something. When you deserve something, you will receive it, right? When you feel that I don't deserve it, then how do you get it? So the other day, someone was telling to me, saying that um, I don't like someone asking me a donation. So I don't want to give a donation. And someone is insisting him to give the donation of something. Then I said that, okay, forget about the donation, giving the donation. If you win a $1 million in lottery, do you accept it? So I'm asking you both, do you accept that $1 million in lottery right now? If you accept it, what you'll do it? So you will, that's good. Do you accept it? There is no right or wrong answer. Okay, I accept it. Then, see, this is, okay, keep going. Okay. So why are you feeling bad when you receive the $1 million? Why are you feeling bad? That is the abundance that you wanted, right? That is your natural desire. So why are you feeling bad on receiving it? Unless you don't receive it, how do you get it? So there is a story. A god went to first person. He said that I will give you $1 million. Then the first person said, you always say like this, but you never give me any money. A lot of people come to your religious place, your temple, but nobody gets it. I never seen it. So that's then you always lie. So the first person said like that. Then the God went to the second person. He said that I will give you the abundance. Then the second person said, no, I don't deserve it because I have done the sin yesterday. I have made the mistake the other day. I have treated the other person very wrongly. So how do I get it? Then the God went to the third person. He asked, I will give you the riches. Then the third person said, okay, give me the riches. Then I will give 25% to the poor. I give the 30% to the needy people. And I will put the 20% in my charity and something else. Then he went to the fourth person and he asked, I'll give you the riches. Then the fourth person there said, where is my money? you know where is my money? So the God gave to the fourth person. Then why did he rejected first three? So first person did not believe that God can give the money. Second person thinks that mm, he does not deserve the money. He does not think that. And third person, he's thinking that he, even if he gets, he has a responsibility to give to someone else. Only the fourth person is ready. So when you are ready, you will get it. So how do you raise your thing? So you have to increase your self worth, saying that I deserve this. So there is no reason that mm, it's nothing like you earned it or you don't earn it. You, when you are asking for something, you may need it, right? So the reason why you are asking for it, what is it earned? So how do you know you have not earned it? How do you know that you have not earned it? Just by mere seeing this body, this mind, this thoughts is good enough? No, it is not. That is not you. It is not you at all. If it is you, then you will not see this many things. So did you went and you bought with the $1, like suppose a soda. Okay, you bought a soda from the stores. That $1, you think that because you were earned with your hard earned money, with your salary, that's why you got that $1, and that's why you went and you bought that one. But think in a bigger way. You are working for 40 hours in that week. Did you do 40 hours justice? Every single minute, did you work on that? Every week after a week, there was any time that you have slipped to work at, every, even if it is a 1 minute or 20 seconds, did you did you miss it? There might be a missing, right? So you might have worked 40 hours in 1 week, some other time, some other day, some other week you have not even worked for it, and some other week you might have put more than 40 hours, right? So it can be something averaging. Same thing with us also. So the more you feel the less that you earn it, then the less you will get it. Because you are not ready to accept it. The God is there to give it to you. So that's why many people go to the temple thinking that they don't deserve it. Then how do you get it? First, you think yourself you deserve it. That is a fear that you need to go away. Don't think there is a sin that you have committed in this lifetime that is stopping you. There is nothing. You are, when God has created sun as perfect as it can be, when God has created a tree as perfect as it can be, when a God has created a flower as perfect as it can be, God has created human also as perfect as it can be. So there is no one is big or small here, everyone is equal here. Equal, right? So everyone is created equal. Then where is it coming from? I earn it, or do I deserve it? All these things, why we are bringing it here? From where you are bringing this unnecessary uh, uh, um, formula into universe, and you are stopping, your resistance is stopping you to get that abundance. Your fear is stopping you to receive it. For example, the other day, one of my colleague was saying that I'm glad that I did not get a promotion. If I get the promotion, I cannot work with that boss because that boss does so much micromanagement, and I have to be in the office all the time, nine, and even if a small mistake I make it, then I will get punished. So I'm so glad that I have not received the promotion. If that is the situation, if that is the fear he's holding it, how does he get it? Forget about the other person. I'm again and again telling the forget about the other person. You can always control what you can receive it. So you don't want to receive a negative emotions, you can put in saying that I don't want that. You can receive, I have given you that information, right? How do you write it? Like, you can stop that other person. but you cannot stop yourself receiving something, your own fruits, right? Your own desires. So you have a desire and you are stopping your desire. So how do you get it? You have two things here. One is your desire, that is to get married, and other one is you're saying that I don't want to get married because I might not deserve it. So how do you get it? Or you are saying you are stopping that I will only get married only if that person will accept it. So how do you get that? So there is a difference, right? So that is where we need to do it. That is where we need to stop this unwanted fears. You have to let go this unwanted fears. The main reason for all these fears is because of lack of clarity, lack of uncertainty, and because we have not taken the enough actions to control our own fears. We are just postponing the fears one after another, keeping adding the fears, but we never stood tall and started removing it. So first and foremost thing, we have to remove it. So for him, right, that to get the promotion, first and foremost thing, he has to remove the fear that his boss will say something. That fear needs to go away first, because if it is coming from emotion, from a thought, if it is coming from a thought, he can remove the thought, right? Same thought, same negative thought. Thank you. And all your desires are very normal, very dharmic, very righteous, especially having a family life, marriage, abundance, protection, they are all. And for protection, I have to say this. Without this, I cannot conclude today's class. So the protection is, we all always have the protection. Only the negative fear. Some people think that, oh, I have a evil eye. Some people say that I have a evil spirit. Some people say that, oh, whenever I see a snake, I get scared. Whenever I see some incorrect signs, right, from the universe, it is so incorrect, so fearful. So these are always coming from animal. How long you are going to hold it? Let go these ones, because you're not alone in this world. You're not at all alone. You are here because you are guided with your God, your guru, your own teacher, your angels. Everyone are surrounded in and around you. You're not alone in this world at all. You're not at all alone in this world. Take their help. Please invite them. See their signs. They're always there for you. They're always there for you 24 by 7, even when you're sleeping. So when you are under their protection, there is nothing that comes to you that will hurt you. So there is nothing, do not be fearful. You're always being protected. Protection is the first thing that universe gives for us. The first time when you are born, as a child, who did the protection? Your mom, your mother does the protection, right? She is there when, as a pregnant, she holded you in her stomach. When you came out, she gave the protection. So when there is a protection, protection is the minimum thing that God gives you. So first and foremost thing, forget about all the negative things that are there out there. Do I have to say they are not there? No, they are there. They are doing their own work. They are working in their own zone. You are no way related or connected to them. They are working in the, just like a evolution happens, like just like an evolution happens, protection also happens for you. For example, a man has evolved from a, they say, from ape to human, right? So in the, when you are in ape, you need something different. So at that time, the same thing, fear also, or the evil thing also, it's there at their zone, on their own. They are evolving too. They are evolving to become a good person too. So let them be there, because God is going to take care of them. Don't worry about them. Don't think that they are going to come and attack you. They are no way they are going to attack you. They are in their own zone. You are in your zone. Your zone is in your righteousness. You are in your dharma. You are in your love, unlimited love. When you are in your dharma, when you are in your unlimited love, no one can touch you, no one can hurt you. All that you need, your God and your gurus, your protections, your angels, your masters are there for you 24/7, 24 by 7. They are helping you. Their help is unlimited. So are you in charge of your breathing in and breathing out? When you are not in charge of your breathing in and your breathing out, why are you afraid of it? Why are you afraid that something evil is going to happen to you? Nothing will happen to you. You are completely protected and surrounded by God. You are completely protected and surrounded by divine help. So there is nothing that you are missing. So that's why I always say that your left side is your protection side, that is Mother Goddess. So whenever I say call, right, I call Mother Sarveswari. She always there, 24 by 7. She's always there to protect. She comes in the form of our earth. She comes in the form of, in every forms, to give the protection. And the second is your intelligence and your knowledge is guided by your masters. So use these two things to uplift yourself, to fulfill your desires. Do not stop your desires at any one point. Let it grow. Let it grow. You are born in this world to have happy life, not for your sadness. You don't need a sadness. You don't deserve sadness. You don't need punishment. One of the good technique I know, that I am just remembered this, I wanted to tell you that, take out your old photos, pictures, every picture that is there in your phone, that is there in your as a print anywhere. Take those ones. Sit for at least in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, whatever time it takes, doesn't matter. Go and see your pictures. Don't try to find faults in that. See how beautiful you are. See, when did you smile? Don't think about your, oh, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm looking, my skin color is this, I have a big hair, small hair, I'm thin, I'm very overly protected, very underly rated. Doesn't matter. I'm so confident, I'm so not confident. All this doesn't matter. Keep looking those pictures again and again, the same picture. Say thanking to yourself for having that much. Whatever you have it, whatever you have a health, say thank you. You have a nice hair, say thank you. You have a nice nose, thank you. Whatever you have it, keep a smile and keep looking those ones. What happens here is that, first and foremost thing, you will lose the jealousy here. Is it not surprising? It is surprising. The first and foremost thing you will lose, when you keep on looking your own picture, you will lose the jealousy. Because till to date, you are thinking that flower is beautiful, that person is beautiful, he is talking very nice, she is talking very nice, she is helping, he is helping, that person is very loving, this person is caring. But till to date, you haven't seen about yourself. Now you are discovering yourself. You look at that time, look at the good memory that you have created at that in that picture, whatever it can be. It may be small, it can be big, anything, any good memory that comes with that picture. Look at it. Look from top to the bottom, every single detail about it. How you combed your hair, what was the color of that dress. You see it, try to appreciate it. See that first and foremost thing, the jealousy will run away from that activity. So, having said that, it is almost 5 minutes. We can wrap it up. Since I did not have a time to do Oponopono or EFT, um, do you both have any specific thing to say here? You, I can. Yes, we will have tomorrow. We will do starting with the Oponopono and EFT. Then we can follow up with something else. Yes, tomorrow same time 8:30 to 10. Yes, I do. We do have it. So, and what specific area do you want me to touch tomorrow for Oponopono and EFT? Thank you, both of you. Thank you. Any specific thing you want tomorrow morning? First in the first hour. EFT, okay. EFT on confidence. We will do that. Okay. We will do on confidence tomorrow. Okay. So see you, and any small value that I have added to you that came from my gurus, um, my gurus, my Sarveswari, and God bless you both, and all your fears run away, and say goodbye to all our fears. God bless you both. Thank you. Tomorrow we will do EFT. Thank you.